Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Scale Riders podcast episode. I'm your host, 65 Lokes. This is episode number 250. I'm headed out cruising, about to drop off your guys' online orders. Thank you guys for the support. On my way to the USPS to do a drop off. Last night I was packaging stuff, and also this morning. Maybe I could record some audio next time while I'm doing that. But yeah, I'm on my way to drop off this stuff now. I'm going to a different post office this time around because, I did move. I'm on the other side of town now. And the other post office that I was always going to, I was a frequent customer there. They're pretty far on the other side. So I found another location. And I was advised, go to the main one in this area and pull up to the back, and you could do drop off, especially if you're bringing in, various packages that are already ready to go. So it sounds convenient. We'll see. Right now, I'm on my way there as we speak. This is gonna be the first the drop off. So I'm gonna see how this goes. I'm just gonna be pulling into the back where they have all their vehicles and whatnot, and see what's up. Hopefully they don't yell at me and go like, "Hey, what are you doing, man? Get out of here, kid or grown dude. Come on." Nah, I'm playing. We'll see what's up. But anyway, update from the last podcast. I had mentioned May was gonna be a busy month with work and moving, and look at us now. The move has been complete. Everything went smooth. We're still getting situated. I've been working in my room, getting the bench all built up, all the stuff. Later, I'll be posting up some updated photos of how everything's looking. And at the same time, even the space where I'll be airbrushing and all that good stuff is going to be set up. Last night, I was putting up some lighting, setting it up. So this way, at the same time, it's like / package room for the orders. So I've been excited. It's been nice, doing this whole thing. And man, it's been a long time. It's been a long time since I've actually have been able to set something up proper like this, to have my own privacy, airbrush booth, be able to lay out stuff, have, a lot of space, tables and everything laid out. So this way I could spread things out and not have to tear down each time. That was always one of the annoying things, is that, you spend all this time setting up, you're in the zone, you're in your creative state, and you start to execute what you're doing, and you take a break and you want to continue on, but then things happen, and then you lose track of time, and you realize, oh man, I gotta clean up, I gotta put all this stuff away, because there's other things we got going on and whatnot. And you tear down and it's more work, and every time you gotta set up, it's just a lot of work that you start to get burned out, and you're just like, man, what's going on? And when I see people's benches all set up, ready to go, and they don't got to do that, and they got their own room or their own spot that they built and all that, that's dope. I applaud you guys for having that, because it shows with your builds. When you look at the caliber of builds, a lot has to do of your environment too, of where you're at, having the proper tools, having, the kits, the parts and all that. But it also has to do with your space, your creative space, because it brings you peace. It brings you to a happy place. You're calm, you're not bothering anybody. No one's going to bother you. You could get away for a few hours and everything's going to be good, and when you're done, you just turn everything off and you lay everything there, and you're good until the next time when you're ready to go. Because, obviously you're going to get busy, all these other things, or you might not be in the mood next time. But at least when you come back and you revisit, you're refreshed and you're like, all right, cool. Now I know what I want to do next. And you know what? By the way, let me switch this up. Let me add a pattern line here, or let me switch up the color, or, your mind just starts going in another direction a lot of the times. And then, or you realize, man, why was I procrastinating this whole time? It was in my head thinking I had to do all this stuff. I had to bare metal foil this and that. And then once you revisit the model, you realize, wait a minute, I only got to do one side, or I only got to do this part, and that's it. And I'm done, and everything's cool. So, now that I'm going to be stepping into those stages of having the actual like setup and everything. You know, as time goes on, I got to dress it up, you know, the area. Obviously, lighting is a big thing. I've been putting up some lights and things like that, but also, you know, kind of setting up temporarily, like, all right, how's this going to go? The booth setup, the airbrush, I just got to reconnect everything. Got to run some extension cords and whatnot, and just have everything very convenient, ready to go. But I know that after, you know, all that is set and we're up and running, I know there's going to be a moment where I'm going to be like, all right, I need to tweak this. I need to move this. I really don't like the way this is in my way right here. I got to move this out. So we're just going to play by ear and see what's up. All right, here we go, guys. I'm like turning in here. I see a sign that says no violators. What do you mean no violators? What is that saying right there? Let me see. I'm going to try to back up and park. Oh, drop off this way. All right, cool. Let me see. I'm going to see if I could back up right here. Hopefully nobody yells at me, man. I don't know. I'm stepping into an area that I've never been to. It looks restricted. Man, we'll see what's up right now. I'm backing up. Oh, man, I should have brought a camera. Should have recorded this whole incident. Let's see what's up. I'm going to pause this real quick, guys. I got to turn off the car, open up the back. I think I'll look pretty silly if I walk out there with like a mic. So hold on real quick. All right, guys, I'm back. So, yeah, nothing crazy happened. I was expecting to be like detained or something, but nah, it was all good. There was one dude. I thought there was gonna be people back there, but there was nobody back there. I was like, what the heck? It's just a bunch of carts. And then I saw one employee pull up on a big freight like truck, and I was like, hey man, dropping off. This is the first time I'm here. Where do I put all these packages, you know? And he told me where I could put them, so I just went ahead and did that. That was it. And I was like, all right, just took a photo of the packages in the basket in that huge container or whatever, and then I just like took off. And I saw other people pulling up doing kind of the same thing, and I was like, oh, all right, I guess this is what it is then. So it looks like I'll be dropping off more often at this spot, but man, it was kind of it made me realize, man, I need to get back in shape again, because it's like a loading dock. It's not that high, but you know, you do gotta climb, like hop up on that thing, and I mean, it's probably like up to your waist. And I mean, I hopped up, like, all right, cool, you know, hopped off it, cool. And then I was like, all right, let me go back and drop off another piece. And then when I went to go do that, and when I jumped, you know, you start to feel like a little, I felt like a little tweak in my back. I was like, wait, what the heck? And I was like, that's weird. I gotta stretch, you know, I gotta get back shape and stuff. Because man, if I'm gonna be doing that every time I drop off packages there, I'm gonna have to be like jumping up a thing. Unless, I'm pretty sure there's a little ramp somewhere on the side. I just, you know, wasn't paying attention. That I could probably just wheel up all the packages with no problem, you know, or some stairs to prevent that from happening. But we'll see what's up. I mean, this was the first time going there. You know, at some point, it won't be my first rodeo. You know, I'll be all set and done. But yeah, I mean, a lot of things have happened since the move. There was the latest show in Japan that went down in May. I believe it was like in that weekend of Mother's Day too. The Shibozoku show, or I know I'm butchering that. I know I'm saying it wrong. But that's the yearly annual show that goes down in May. There's a couple people I talked to on X that are from Japan that attend the show, and from what I've learned from them is they tell me that, you know, they do the show on a day, and then following like the next day or like the weekend, they get to display some of their models. So it's like a lot of clubs and a lot of different builders and artists that bring builds, not just cars, you know, they switch it up. It's also bikes and other things, but these guys that I talk to, they mostly do the cars, and they get all set up and they represent with their banners of their clubs and whatnot. and they display their models, and I mean, it's dope. You know, they bring out some classics that they've done in the past, but they also bring in a lot of new stuff that I feel like they prep for this event here. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool with what they got going on right there. It's pretty nice. Man, my car is so filthy. Like from the exterior, it's time to get a car wash. I'm gonna be pulling in right now to get that done. Man, it was like, since the move, you know, you package stuff up, and it's like, all right, you got to move house stuff, personal stuff, and then inventory stuff, you know, and then you got to separate all that. And, you know, we're pretty unpacked on things, but there's still some small little bits of things that I'm like, man, where's this? I couldn't even find this mic the other day. I've been wanting to do a podcast, but I couldn't find the mic, and then I finally found the mic. I was like, oh, it's in my backpack. Of course, you know, I didn't want to pack it in a box anywhere that I could like lose it, so I put it in my backpack, pulled it out, and right now, as you know, drop off packages. Gonna get this car wash real quick, and then from here I gotta go pick up my daughter from school, and then back to the pad and just kind of chill, you know, play with her in the yard and whatnot, and see what I'll continue on later in the night, you know, setting up the table and everything. So anyway, for that tangent real quick, so the show went down in Japan. It's one that I want to go to. I definitely want to go to this show. You know, my friend David from Spain, he's gone to it, and it's one of those shows that he recommends, and a lot of people recommend, you know, that are out there in Japan. Aoshima's there. They're posted up. They showcase all the new stuff that they're coming out with for the year of 2025 and so forth. And at the same time, they also have like models there for sale, kind of like a little swap meet or a little store kind of vibe. And there's also a lot of promotional stuff too that they give away that I've noticed. So that's always neat for all the people that go there. I think the first day it's mostly for kids, like for students. They bring a lot of kids in the first day, and then the following day it's mostly like, you know, the public, the crowds, and then the showing you all the new products, and then the Sunday it's more of the you know, just showcasing all the model builds from people right there. I've noticed for myself on X, you'll see the most content regarding this stuff, because a lot of Japanese people that are on social media, they do rock Instagram, and some are on Facebook too, obviously YouTube, but X seems to be the main platform for them, where they're at posting up, because I see a lot of cool things, and sometimes it does let me share it on Instagram on my stories, but then there's sometimes where some accounts just won't allow you. You know, they're most likely private accounts, and you know, I follow them, but they're pretty private there. So it's pretty nice with all the new stuff. I did see a couple of the Fast and Furious cars with their liveries are going to be dropping there at the later in the future. There's also a Honda Civic that's going to be dropping as well. That looks pretty sick. And you know, Hasegawa, Nunu Plots, every other company, it has something that they're going to be bringing to the table. So that's pretty dope. You know, of all the new things right there, that they got coming up. So very excited for that right there. Let's see. I'm about to check in real quick. Right here, they're gonna buzz me in. Let's see what's up. Are we in? Cool. All right, man. Okay. Cool. Awesome, man. Give me a thumbs up right now, telling me I'm in. All right. So yeah, I mean, that's going down. Another show that you know, I've been talking to with a few friends. You know, we've been talking about going to the ACME show Atlanta this year, finally, because you know, there's lots of friends. I've always mentioned it. You know, Vision 124, George Shane, Man Cave Models, Dennis Matthews, Scott Scale Builds, Gary Seeds. A lot of these guys go to this show annually, and they've mentioned it. They've recommended so many times, And it's always one of those things where things happen and it doesn't work out or whatever. You just can't go. But now, I feel like with this move that just happened, and a lot of other things, I feel like this is a show I need to go to. It's all the way in October, one weekend before, Halloween. So it works out great because I'll be able to go to this show and still be able to spend Halloween with my family, especially with my daughter. She'll be 5 years old, and that'll be super dope to enjoy that holiday with her because she loves Halloween. And we've been talking about going and everything, and it's just like once my friend Armando was like, let's go, I was like, all right, let's go, I'm down, I want to go. So yeah, we're gonna assemble some homies, and we're gonna be out there. And yeah, look, I'll talk more about it as we go on, but I just want to mention it first here, that is going to be happening. Another thing I want to announce, there is going to be a new model show that's going to be happening next year in the month of April. Let me go ahead and go on my phone so I could get you guys the proper details for this event. Let's see here. Let me click here. All right, so this is going to be the Left Coast Scale Classic. This is going to be for going down next year in the month of April. Let me pull up some of the dates here for you guys. April 25th, 2026. So mark that down on your calendar or on your phone. Save the date. April 25th, 2026. That's going to be going down in the city of Ventura County Fairgrounds. So this is pretty much a nice middle ground for those that are going to be coming from like Northern California and also Southern California. Even, like talking about like San Diego, going all the way up, LA, the Valley, this is like in your backyard. Victorville, Palmdale, all the different cities that are in Southern California. This will be like a middle ground. And then for everybody else that's in Northern California, San Jose, like Tracy, Oakland, all the different cities that are up north, even Fresno as well. This show it should be a huge show. More details as the days, months, weeks, and everything start getting closer to it. You could visit their website for more information. And let me pull up the site real quick. And let's see here. This thing I ended up leftcoastscaleclassic.com. So make sure you check that out right there, their website. There's going to be a lot more info there. I know a lot of more people are going to be talking about it. Pretty sure there's going to be people that are going to be flying out, coming out to this event. This is scheduled to be a pretty big event right here. So definitely stay tuned. And I wanted to give you guys a heads up. On Instagram, I did do a post about it earlier in the week or over the weekend. And, there's going to be more stuff on there. So for those that are learning about it and are in the area and are like, I definitely want to go to the show, and you want to participate, definitely, start thinking about what models you want to build. Maybe you want to bring one back to life. I see the homie Michael Johnson right here. He's putting one together, bringing it back. No, wait, not Johnson. It's Jordan. Dang. He's putting one back together, and it's pretty dope that he's doing that, revisiting a project from back then and just bringing it back to life. But any new stuff, we're going to most likely be there vending as well. But I'll also bring out some models too, so that would be pretty fun to participate at this event as well. So this year, I'm scheduled to be vending at the the IPMS show that's happening in Oxnard, the WonderCon. That's going to be in September. So I already got my table booked for that event, and I'll be there vending. Another event is going to be the Good Guys. What is it? The Speed of Racing. Man, I know I'm Spirit of Speed. Dang. I know I'm going to be there vending as well. I got in contact with the guys there that run it regarding vending, and I'm going to be booking my table. Checks in the mail, and should be good to go. So that won't be until later, like in November. So I'll be doing a couple shows this year. And, you know, for those that can't come to any of the shows, you know, maybe next year you could come out. You know, I totally understand. I'm in those positions as well where, you know, you want to go and everything, and then sometimes it doesn't work out and you end up not going. But then when the opportunity presents itself, you got to go for it and take it. And right now for myself, this opportunity for October is definitely there. You know, I just got to basically book my ticket and book my hotel and be all square to go. Another thing too, for those of you that do go to that ACME show and are listening to this, keep me posted. Let me know the scoop. Let me know what would be a good day to come in to the show. I know, you know, the show's on a Saturday, and I'm not sure if things go down on Friday night or what goes on. I don't know if it's best to arrive, you know, Friday morning, or, you know, like fly out Thursday night, Friday morning, get some rest, and then, you know, be good to go for the rest of the day. You know, I don't know what's up, because I haven't been out there. This will be the first time ever going to the ATL Atlanta. I'm looking forward to that. So keep me posted if you guys know about that. You know, what's a good place, you know, what to do or what, you know, I don't know. Just keep me posted. I'll see what I can do, because I don't know, maybe I could fly out like Thursday night and then arrive over there. I don't know. I'm assuming or guessing it's probably like a 4-hour flight or something. And then, you know, once I'm there, it's you know, I'll have the whole Friday and then the whole Saturday, and then just come back Sunday night or Sunday, you know, and just be back at the pad. So be good to go for Monday. I know, just feel like, man, this was a dream. Can't believe I was there. Nah. So we'll see. But you guys keep me posted on that right there. We'll see what ends up happening right there. But that is coming up. Trying to think of what else. So models, I know I've been getting in a variety of stuff in from Aoshima's. Hey, those little 132 scales have been dope. And I noticed a lot of people have been picking them up. Like a lot of 132. There's an RX-7 that's going to be dropping pretty soon. And that one looks pretty neat. The next shipment I got lined up will be dropping later this week. And also in the following week. And I do have the new Tamiya Audis. Those are going to be coming in. So they already shipped them out. I know some people pre-ordered them. So I'm just waiting to receive them. Once I receive them, I'm going to get them all checked in, start packaging the items, and then from there, I'll pretty much be set to ship those out to you guys. So I'm very looking forward to that, to getting those out to you guys right there. And there's other Tamiya kits that are going to drop, but I believe those are scheduled more for like July right there. But yeah, just I'll keep you guys posted and in the loop, and we'll see what's up. I'm gonna pause this real quick because it's about to get loud right now with this the car wash thing. I'm like pulling right in. Unless you guys want to listen, I can't lower my windows, but it's gonna get kind of loud right now. Let's see. Maybe I won't stop it. I don't know. But yeah, there's been a variety of I've been getting more Hasegawa tools and things in the site. More wheels and detail parts. If anything, you know, like I always say, if there's anything that you're looking for in particular, let me know. Keep me posted of what you're looking for, and then I'll see what I can do if I can get it, and I'll see what's up from there. All right, I'm gonna pause it right now. This thing's about to get a little noisy. All right, man, it sounds like a thunderstorm or something. All right, here comes the water, the soap, those things that slap your car, that leave out like thousands of scratches on the car. Oh damn, here we go. Sound the alarm! Dang, we made it. Oh shit, here come the water drops, the rainfall. Wow, romantic. Uh-oh, the last part right here. This is like, sometimes I like this part, sometimes I don't, just because it gets super loud. All right, I'm gonna stop it real quick. Dang, we made it. Oh man, I don't know. I feel like those dudes in the movies when they're just chilling and they open up their little pocket and they bust out one of those cigars, you know? Like, I don't know if it's one of those moments where it's like, all right, we made it, we're done, time to go home. All right, now the next boring part. I'm gonna have to pause it one more time. I gotta dry this thing. All right, hold on. Hey, dudes, done and done. Thank you guys for coming through with me, man. I'm not alone with you guys right here. So now I gotta go get my daughter now. So we're cool now. Now I don't have to pick her up in a dirty exterior car. And I say that because the inside's always clean. I always vacuum this thing, so we're good. The inside, it's more the outside. I think it's been a while since the move happened, you know. It was just no time for anything. Everything was just a blur. So now that it's already official, like first week, it's already gone down. Now, you know, we're in the middle of the second week, you know, moved in already. So it's like we're getting back into our routines and groove of things and whatnot. And, you know, once, you know, all this is going to lead to is back to the bench, back to building right there. So my current build, where I previously left off, bringing that one back, it's already on my table right there. The interior's done, the bottom's done. It's just more about polishing the body, or more like inspecting it, you know, seeing if I need more clear, or if I'm just gonna leave it as is, you know, and that's it. And if I'm gonna leave it as is, I just gotta polish that thing and put it together, put some of that mirror finish on the trim parts right there, and just slap that thing together, and we're good to go. Shout outs to my homie Slowly Models, Casey. He had hooked me up with some of those like Australian model car kits, and you know, those are gonna be some future builds that definitely want to work on right there. So thank you, man. Appreciate you sending those out to me. But yeah, there's just a lot of projects, a lot of different things to work on. So the plan, you know, is once I'm set up with my tables, there's gonna be some nights where I'm gonna do some testing. I want to do some live streaming of building, and then also some podcasting and things like that. You know, I know I've said it before, and it's just, you know, we're getting closer and closer to that right there. So this way I could start doing it a bit more proper. There's still upgrades and things I'm gonna have to, you know, invest in to upgrade, like lighting, the cameras, and also like the backgrounds and things like that. So this way I'm able to you know, do my thing with that right there. So I'll keep you guys posted on that and in the loop as we go. But you know, I'll definitely make an announcement and all that once that's all gonna come together right there, so you guys can hopefully check it out right there. So what have you guys been doing? You know, what kind of things are you guys into, or have you guys kind of been taking a break and not building anything to refresh, or what's kind of going down right there? Because you know, aside from model building, I know a lot of you guys have a lot of hobbies, are into a lot of various things, and you know, sometimes you got to do a little bit of everything to come full circle. to come back to the bench and get back at it on the builds right there. Or and sometimes you step away for a minute, you disappear, you stay away from social media and everything, and then you get pulled back, and now you're back in it, and it feels great. I mean, I feel like now being in this position of like having my stuff laid out and everything, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm back. I'm pulled back now. So this is cool. I still remember when I was packing up, I was going, damn, that's crazy. I gotta like pack this stuff up again. Like especially my hobby booth, my spray booth, because I was like, dang, I was filming stuff not too long ago, and now that's it. One of the things though that I'm very excited about airbrushing this time around is I will be doing it sitting down for the first time. I normally tend to airbrush standing up because I always tend to feel like I'm on the go. I always feel like this is temporary. This is just me like trying to spray real quick and get out. It's almost like I don't know. Now I don't want to compare to that, but I was going to say it's almost like, I guess, like a graffiti artist running up on a wall, spraying some stuff and then taking off, So the model, it's like I got to run up on it, spray it. All right, let's go. But the thing is, it's I've always felt this like, I don't know if it's pressure or just uncomfortableness or just feeling uncomfortable. I don't even know if that's even a word, but just feeling uncomfortable when I'm spraying that like somebody's watching me, or that someone's going to raise the alarm and be like, hey, you can't be doing that, or getting reported by a neighbor, things like that. Back then when I was painting stuff and I was living, at my parents' pad at some point, I did have a booth and it was very private. Whatever noise the compressor made didn't bother anybody, and it really wasn't that loud. But even just spraying out, you get the fumes and everything that like sprays out. That wouldn't bother anybody either, because nobody was really around in those spots. So it was perfect. I was very comfortable being able to just leave the door open, leave everything out, spray stuff. Just obviously turn it off, hit the switch, and then turn it back on and whatnot. But it always felt good, like just knowing, like cool. I got privacy here and everything's good to go. But then, things changed. Once I started to move out and start living, in apartments and things like that, it changes. You can't be doing that kind of stuff. I can't be spraying house of color inside of the pad. But then also the circumstances, I was about to be a dad, and I don't want to have any paint or solvents or anything in the residence, All right, guys, so here we go. Got my daughter heading out right now. About to run another errand. We're going to go to PetSmart. We're going to get some stuff for the pad, for the cat. Gotta hook this dude up. But yeah, other than that, just going home and get situated. I don't know if you can hear her in the background. What do you want? Rainbow kitties? Oh yeah, why do you want that? All right. I don't know. We'll see when we get home. What? How was your day? What? Poo-poo. How would you say that? Crazy. Yeah, but so I'm heading out right now. I gotta concentrate as I'm driving, because this girl's gonna keep me entertained right now. So I'll let you guys go. I hope you guys are good. Take care. See what's up on the next episode. All right, guys. Peace out. All right, what's up, guys? So I'm chilling now. Wanted to wrap up the episode here. I'm kind of just going over some of my setup right here with the airbrush booth. Got the compressor here. I need to pretty much just connect everything. I got the hose right here. Let me see if we can hear the booth. Let me fire up the power switches here. There we go. You hear the fan right there? Damn, we're in the lab. Watch, let me turn it off. Here, let's hear that again. Rewind. Damn, that noise brings happiness to me, man. That's cool. So I gotta clean out the airbrushes because the last time I painted, I know I got paint and a little bit of clear in the needle, and I gotta take those apart, lay them out, and clean them up. So I have a little bit of time right now to do. I'm by myself. Daughter's at school. I'm working from home today. So and then yesterday I already did the drop off. So I don't have any orders right now that I need to, package or ship out today. So I gonna be working on this. Gonna be looking over my paints, my House of Color paints. I know I have some in the small Tamiya jars. Gonna shake them up, agitate them, see where they're at. Gonna look through my inventory of paints and everything just to kind of really see where I'm at, what I need. Planning to down the road purchase some pinstripe paint as well to bring in because now I have a backyard, even the garage and stuff. I can actually practice and play around with some pinstripe paint, and I don't have to worry about, having to do any of that stuff in the house. So I like that things are separate like this, and I have the proper space and the tables and things like that to set up. So this way I can work that way, So a lot of exciting things coming down the pipeline right here that I'm going to be putting together. So please stay tuned. And also join the Scale Writers email list in case if you have not joined. I've been doing a lot of various like sales, like discount codes and things like that for items, but just only through the email. My approach this time around has been more like having to build up my email list. I've been working more towards, creating that platform right there, like of just getting more and more people signing up for the email. So whenever I do these blasts, they're there and available. Just because I can't depend too much on social media in case something happens. I can at least communicate with my customers through there. So, for those that are interested in, coupons and deals and all that good stuff and want to save some money, sign up for the list. I will be sending stuff out because even like, for example, like when it was like Memorial Day, we did do like a sale, but it was more online, like a coupon, that you only got through the email. I didn't promote it through the website or anything like that. So only for those that were on the list were the ones that did get this notification right there for that. So be aware of that, and if you want to sign up and want to get in on that action right there, that's something I would highly recommend for you, is to just sign up and be in there on the list. So I'm gonna let you guys go because I'm right now that I have the free time. I'm gonna go ahead and attack this right now, start getting things up and running. And I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for listening to the podcast, and I will be recording more soon. All right, guys, stay tuned. Be safe. Peace out.